Hello guys, this is the second part of the video that I did promise you that I'm going to upload very soon, of this young girl that cried out, that said that her husband removed her from the program of certificate of sponsorship. Here in the first part, we've heard her voice, and now we are going to listen to the voice of the husband and see what you can take and learn from it. It is a life experience. Please just pay attention as you will be listening to the man's voice starting from now.
Listen, I was in Europe for 7 years. Italy, Germany, France, Austria for 7 years. And for someone that knows what it is that you went through Libya to go to Europe, you know you have to struggle to get those documents. I'm working, I'm making money, I'm putting it on the documents. Then my mom said, my son, come back. You've stayed there for long. There's something called COS. There is something called COS. Come back so that you can go to the UK. And I asked my mom, this COS you are talking of, what does it entail? Or how much does it cost? She said the person doing it is going to take £7,500. What I'm telling you was January 2023. I said, £7,500. With the calculation then, quotes me anywhere, it was coming up to around 12 million naira. As at then, 12 million, 13 million naira. I came back to Nigeria. Then my mom was like, no, this boy, if you want to travel, you must get married before you travel. I start saying, for those, sometimes you can be abroad, some certain things will happen, you have problem, and you will go inside maybe 6 months. Please, don't cut me off. The whole narrative.
I said use pigeon in some tense. You're right.
No, please, don't cut me off, please.
Cut him off. God, thank you. Leave him alone.
So, you might have some issues, you go in, you come out. You understand? And in those periods, my mom might not reach me, my dad, nobody might reach me. So for that reason, my mom said, you must get married before you travel. I came back to Nigeria February 15, 2023. I came back to Nigeria February 15, 2023. And my mom was saying, you must get married before you go to this UK. I told her, your generation is not this current generation. You have to date someone, you have to know someone before you even marry the person. Because most of the girls where you see now will be good girls for us. They'll be runs girls for another states. I told my mom this, and my mom is this kind of a person that he must be Igbo, that kind of a person. Man, so my mom was the kind of a person that, you have to marry Igbo and this and that. I can't disrespect my mom. Then we started the hunt for a wife. I never knew her from anywhere. It was one of their neighbors in the village that said, this girl I've known her, she's a good girl, she's a quiet girl. And the neighbor, one bag, gave me the number. And I called her then, she said she was in Uko. Then I was in Anambra, I was in my father's compound. She came outside. She came outside and I saw her. She was very quiet. She couldn't even talk. She was very calm and everything. And the moment my mom saw her, okay, then I told her, I don't know you before. Someone gave me recommendation to marry you. Are you willing to get married? She said she will think about it. I called her the next day, she agreed. She said, she will marry. Then I took her, I showed her to my mom. And we did the whole process of marriage. I met her May 14. I met Blessing May 14, 2023. I got married to her 2 weeks later, traditionally. I did the court marriage June 31st. I did the court marriage July 1st, 2023. Then during the process of that marriage, I don't want to say some sensitive things, but I'm going to say everything because the internet never forgets. During the process of that marriage, we went to her place, we saw everything. Blessing up now now, Blessing will not tell me that as at then, the family does not have up to 100,000 in their account. As at when I met Blessing, the family does not have up to 100,000 naira in their account. The full family, extended family combined together, put me anywhere. I said it this night. Then we went to the family. Then he knew that you guys don't have that. We were doing the traditional preparation. Blessing came out and said, if I don't buy this exact gown, that she's no longer getting married. That was the first red flag for me. And I called my mom, I called my dad, and I told my mom and my dad that, see, I've been abroad for so long, I know how these people think. If you don't have up to 100,000 as a family unit in your account, how will you not be telling me the type of gown that I will buy for you for our traditional marriage? My mom said, no, go ahead with the marriage, go ahead with the marriage. We did the marriage and everything. Then I took her from the village. And we came to town. When we came to town, another thing happened again. And when I'm going to tell you what happened. My dad owns a compound. My senior brother lives there. Then we had about 1 month and 2 weeks to travel. So we just had to put up with my brother before we travel. Then she woke up one day. We had little argument. And the first thing she told me was that I lived abroad for 8 years. I came back with nothing, wasted years. That it was my father that brought the money that they used to marry her. I said, where is this word coming from? Do you know how I operate? Do you know what I do? I don't know you from anywhere. Before I will show you the real me, I need to study you. Then I called my dad. And I told my dad that, see, Biko, leave this girl. Let this girl stay here. I've seen about 2 or 3 stuff. Let her stay here before let me travel first. Then she can come over after like 1 year. I'm not an abroad person. I'm a businessman. I prefer Nigeria. My mom kept on pressing that no, she's pregnant. That she wants her to go with me over there. We got to UK through tears, sweat, and blood. Before God and man, everything was really, really rough. It was really, really rough. I'm not going to come because we're having issues now. I will not take it away from her. She's a hardworking lady. I won't take it away from her. Yeah, she's a hardworking lady. I will not take it away from her. But any lady that stores things, like someone offends you and you keep storing them in your mind, it's only a matter of time it explodes. When we got to UK, we were in a 1-room apartment. She was not working. The people that gave me serious that made me come over there, they had no job. We were sustaining from the money that was coming from Nigeria. We were sustaining from the money that was coming from Nigeria. All those money, and I'm going to send screenshots. Anybody here, give me a WhatsApp. I'm going to send screenshots of all the money that was coming from Nigeria. Is it coming from the gutter? Those money were borrowed, and it has to be paid back. All those money, down to the last kobo, they were borrowed. Even if my father is like, oh, take this, you will see all the narration there. 6 million naira, borrow. 8 million naira, borrow. 700,000, borrow. And it has to be paid back. We got stabilized in that 1-room apartment. Then we had an issue. What caused the issue? For someone that have traveled, I called her, I told her, babe, sit down. I called her, I told her, babe, sit down. I'm not the kind of a person that wants to stay here. Oh, I'm very sorry, I'm not shouting, I have a loud voice. That is how I talk, I have a loud voice. You understand? So I now told her, babe, I'm not the kind of a man that wants to come here and stay for 10 years, 15 years. I told her, I'm a businessman. My destiny is not there abroad. But I will come abroad to come back and still do my things. I said, but for me to leave this place, I must make sure that you people have your IRL. Then you guys can stay, you have your benefits and everything, and I will come back home and follow them. Zoni Mafia, I'm an Igbo man. I'm not a salary earner. Then I will come back home and Take what belongs to me in Nigeria. I told her everything. Then I now told her that I've sat down, I've looked at this whole UK. For you to be able to get what you want in UK, I told her, babe, number one thing that we need is driving license. Then I told her I'm going to buy a car. Even if I don't have a license, I know how to drive very well. And what caused our first problem was the car. What caused the first issue I had with her was the car. Then she started doing one warehouse job. The moment Blessing started doing warehouse job, the moment she started that warehouse job, if she wakes up in the morning, she does not greet me. If she wakes up in the morning, she does not greet me. Before I will say anything, woman, stupid man, that is what she uses to greet me every morning. And I told her, come. Is it because of you started one job that is paying you 500? Is it because you started one job that is paying you 450, 500 pounds a week, every 2 weeks or a week? Have you forgotten where we are coming from? I said, babe, what is the problem with you? Before you will talk anything, she will tell you insult upon insult. I did not say anything to her. Then I called my dad. I told my dad that because those that brought me, they don't have job. The people that brought me had no job. I called my dad. My dad and I told him, my son, what will it take you to get a job? And I told him I need a car. My father now asked, how much is the car? Then I told him, we'll get a car with insurance and everything for about 1,400. My dad now sent, about 800 pounds. My dad sent 800 pounds, 1.356 million. And the narration was Uru. So, I have a joint account with her. She knows all my password. I knows all her password. She goes to my bank willingly and do whatever she wants to do. But before they paid her, I told her, babe, I've made my calculations. Even if we pay you this your little thing, I will add it to whatever my dad will bring. Let's get a car. So that with that car, if I'm applying for a job at Indeed, the narration will be, I'm driving. Because if you are driving in the UK, you can get any job at any time. I told her 5 days prior to when they paid her. So when they paid her that night, I got a contact, JE at Liverpool. I will be dropping receipts with names and everything. I got a contact, JE at Liverpool, that said he will do this Dagbo insurance for me. I don't want to say it because of your TikTok. I'm not an online person. That night, she was asleep. She came back really tired. She was asleep. She goes to my account to transfer money. I go to her account to transfer money. And I've told her this in 3 days. About 3 days prior to then, my dad sent that money on Tuesday. My dad sent that money on Thursday. And she saw the money, 800 pounds. She got paid. I took that money, added it to that money, sent for the car and the insurance. She woke up the next day morning. She fled up. Started insulting me. Started insulting my mother. Started insulting my family. Then she told me that she just said one word. I even missed something. The first day she landed at Gatwick Airport, the first word she said, thank God I'm here. Nothing will make me go back to Nigeria in the next 10 years. The day she just landed at Gatwick Airport, the first thing she said she put her head on the bag. She said, thank God I am here. Thank God I am finally here. Nothing will make me go back to Nigeria in the next 10 years. Then I told her, what do you mean by that? But I don't want to digress too much. Let me give you my history with her as it is. Then she woke up that morning. She started insulting me. She started insulting my family. And she said that why will I add her money to the car? Then I told her, babe, we've talked about this. She said, and so, that did she come here to work, to bring her money for us to do things? Then I told her, babe, we are coming a long way. With this car, we can achieve greater things here. She started screaming. You cannot insult my mother and I will let you go. And when she was insulting my mom, I wanted to leave the room. I wanted to leave the room. He held my shirt. She dragged me back. Then she was pregnant. In the process of trying to wave her hand away from my shirt that she was holding, in the process of trying to wave her hand from my shirt that she was holding, the phone I was holding hit her in the face. Ask her. I was the one that called the police. Because before then, I've been hearing threat of, I will call police. So that the moment that it happened, she started shouting and shouting. I called the police personally. I told them, there's an incident in my house. I mistakenly hit my wife. I was the one that called the police when I mistakenly hit her with that phone while I was trying to swing away her hand. Then, that issue came up. We settled that issue. I begged and, okay, please, I'm sorry. It will not. Ever since that day, I became a slave in my own house. Ever since that day, I became a slave in my own house. To the point, I'm going to bring up Philip. I'm going to bring up Godfrey. I'm going to bring up about 6 or 7 people to this life that knows my history with her.
No, we are not bringing anybody home. Yes.
Yeah, thank you. If for any other life,
anybody home,
because of this self as well, I might go to anywhere. So that with receipts and everything, we left that house. They asked me that they said to me that I should not go back to that house. And I was staying at Philip's house. That episode passed. We saw, then she was pregnant. We were looking for a house. She was getting due to give to birth. So she worked at that place for about 4 weeks, maybe 5 weeks. She stopped the work due to childbirth. Now we were faced with a bigger issue. The hospital said that she cannot give birth in a shared apartment. Then we were faced with we have to look for another apartment. I had no money. I had no job. I had to call home. She's here. I had to call home. I called Nigeria. From Nigeria, they brought money. That we used to rent the house in Bolton. And for us to rent that house, we paid for 3 months. £2,700. She paid for 7 months. I called them, then we have to pay for 3 months. Because then we are still having that whole issue of the COS, there's no work. It was when we were in Bolton that I had to borrow another money and I bought a car. The moment I bought a car, the company under our house, I create healthcare. Then I met them the moment we parked there. I told them, I'm a healthcare professional. I'm a friendly person. Go all around Manchester. Tell them one name, Egugu. Nobody will tell you that Egugu has ever done him bad. Anybody in this life, go to Manchester and mention that name, Egugu. Nobody will tell you that Egugu has ever done him or her bad. I met them, they said, the only time that we can give you work is if you drive. I had to call again. I brought £900. I bought my first car, a Ford car. I never told her that I wanted to buy the car. I just bought the car. And the moment I bought that car, those people gave me work. I was doing 20 hours. Weekly. When I started that 20 hours weekly, things became better. Then after some time, I told them, please, I will need COS. After I worked there for about 4 to 5 months, I told them, please, I will need COS. For the sake of the reputation of the company, I will not say some certain things online. Because they have been good to me. They have been really, really good to me and her as well. Then they said, if you are going to get this, you have to do this. Who is wise, we understand. And I did that to get this, and we got that new COS. When I was getting that new COS, with the money involved and everything, she never added a dime. She did not even know how it came. I never told her. It was I and my friends, because by then, I've picked up. I was not doing well. It was I and my friends was I and my friends that facilitated that stuff. And this one that she's saying that you want to remove and this thing. Anybody here that has a WhatsApp number, I will call my number, write me. I will send you the application I did for that COS. Her name is there, her passport number is there, everything is there with my shite phone as well. We got that COS. Then I told her, I said, come, babe. We are in boating. I told her, I said, babe, come. I said, babe, come, I beg. We are in boating. This boating is a village. Let's go to Manchester.
You see, guys, you've heard him. And I do not really have much to say because this video is already long. Maybe we might do another video next time to analyze this whole issue. But from his own statement, I want you people to analyze and think. What do you think about the whole issue? Drop it on the comment section. When you're analyzing, try to check things, some of the statements he made. For example, when he said, you cannot insult my mother and I will let you go. What does he mean by that? Well, we can see that they have problem, but what can we learn, or what can you learn from this so that you won't repeat it in your own life? Well, thank you very much for listening. If you have not subscribed to the channel, start to do so. Subscribe to our channel, share, click the notification button so that anytime we drop related information like this, it can get to you on time. Thank you and have a wonderful day.